So, welcome. This is our first session for this year, and we are very excited this year. I myself, we have a few changes this year, and I will discuss that as well. But we are the premier affordable NEET JEE program that students can join. So welcome all the students. Welcome to all the teachers, and welcome to all the wonderful staff who have set up this meeting and invited everyone. I'm very excited about this year's program. To introduce myself, I am Srinivas Bharadwaj, and to introduce the Jnanamarga platform. See what we started working with. We have a e-books based technology. We have received a USPTO patent for it, and we are working with both schools and colleges using the same technology. In the school sector, we have we have indexed the entire syllabus for NEET and JEE for whole 2 years, and it is fully available through our apps. And essentially, we have this Sushruta for NEET. Sushruta is a trademark to us, but we share it with some of the schools. We hope to share it with some of the schools this time. And essentially, we re-index the textbook. Sushruta comes when you launch the app. You will see a lot of icons around the syllabus and the textbook. So then the student can then click the book icon, and then the particular chapter that he is trying to study will open up with the same icons, and then he can go to YouTube's, or he or she can go to YouTube's, etc. The Sushruta app comes with physics, chemistry, and biology, and support formulas. You can also do some amount of Q&A from this app. And also you have all the slides, etc. needed. So then we also have our JEE app, Ramanujan. Ramanujan is our app. We recommend that students, when they study, they buy a few extra textbooks, particularly in the case of physics and maths. We have this C Engage book by Tiwari for JEE mains. So we support students. They should get the previous year's question bank when they prepare for JEE as well, and NEET also. What our app does is it helps you reach a level where you can start solving the questions in the question bank. Now, if you it takes a little bit of effort, notably in the case of JEE, to reach the level where you are able to solve problems at the JEE exam level. So first, you should not be disheartened day one if you're not able to do that. This is for the incoming class 11 students. You learn, you listen to the classes, you use the app, and then soon you will start solving problems also. Go step by step, and the people here will explain to you how this is going to happen. This is our award-winning team, our leading teaching staff. Professor G.K. Bhat is there, Professor Tiwari is there, and this year, we are going to have Abhishek Singh join us. He is a IIT Kanpur CS graduate. Then, of course, there is Tarun, and then there is also Nihal Jani sir. Nihal Jani sir has been with us for a little while. He is also part of our Gujarat team. I myself, Srinivas Bharadwaj, and then we have additional folks like Anushka, Parnika, Stuti, and we are looking forward to a amazing program this year. So we also have the Jnanamarga CBSE app, which also comes with class 12, and then we also have the Hindi app. Now we also have the Gujarati app, and the Gujarati program has been a very successful program for us. Now we also have the Jnanamarga Test Prep e-learning test prep, which is also available. This year, we are introducing also the ability for schools to directly engage with us. So we have this value added reseller program. Like many students like go to Akash and Alan, and then the school becomes they start feeling that they are not that interested in the school itself. They are mainly going to Akash and Alan. Now they don't get as a result a full school experience, and but with our program we only provide weekend and evening based classes, and so the student can still participate and get the full school experience, and we can have the school become a value added reseller. This is going to be new this year. We are going to reintroduce our apps to allow the school also to add content to the apps itself and have a co-branded app. So this is new this year. And schools can work with us and empower their students and help build a better brand in partnership with us. So we are expecting this to be available maybe in sometime in May. So this customization program is available both to schools as well as tutoring institutions. They can also become our partners, and this allows teachers to teach in class as well as provide secondary tutorials. But then of course you have our teaching staff as well to support your school programs. So if this is the most important slide, please note this slide. If you are in the NCR area, please reach out to Stuti. If you are in Western Uttar Pradesh or in Lucknow, areas that side, or in Bihar, you can reach out to Tinku sir. Then if you are in Karnataka, my advice is you reach out to Tarun and Parnika. So this is our current staff in the western sector. If you are in Gujarat, you should be reaching out to Khushbu and Vasant. So this is our team. Khushbu and Vasant have been with us now for long time. So please reach out to them in Gujarat, and in other places please remember to reach out to Stuti and Tinku in UP and Western Uttar Pradesh, and reach out to Tarun and Parnika in Karnataka. So this is our presentation set for today. I am presenting just right now the introduction, and then test prep will be explained by Stuti. We go beyond NEET and JEE this year. We have just started our CUET program. We are also supporting students who will be taking KCET and ComEdK, and then BITSAT, etc. So she will give a brief description. Then we will have Professor G.K. Bhat with the NEET program, along with Sandeep sir, and JEE program, Abhishek Singh, and then we will have the demo. And with the demo, we will also provide pricing, and then we will have the maths, chemistry, physics, and maths. Starting with Professor Tiwari ji, who has been also with us among our most loved teachers. So this is our partnership plan. So we have Gandhinagar International School, which is a example partner. And we expect to have a wonderful teaching program. Gandhinagar School, we have Shailesh ji along with Khushbu and Nihal Jani sir and Unnati Maurya ji. They will be teaching the Gandhinagar program. And so this is a also on-site program, and we expect to have a wonderful program with the students in Gandhinagar International Public School. We've been working with them, and this is our program there. Now I will come to pricing afterwards. But for now, I'm going to hand it over to Stuti so that you can, she can then present how the how we are going to work with additional new tests. We have started our CUET program, and we also have many other programs that we support, because you have many options today in India. So take it away, Stuti.
And thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. So just as sir shared with us that we as a company, having qualified faculty and efficient background team, we are here to make the student's story a successful one. And it usually doesn't end at just one entrance examinations. So we are offering a wholesome package, and we are focusing on every aspect of the preparation, starting right from the counseling to choose the appropriate exam for the student. And we further move on to cracking the examination. So we offer a collaboration with the school, as I just discussed, and we provide a Moodle and an app-based preparation guide, which will enhance the preparation base of the student within the next 5 to 6 months. And we also offer the option to customize the app according to the needs of the school. So by 2024, we will have a rich and empowered student base to take up any exam that the student chooses to. And that ranges from JEE Mains, NEET to CUET UG, COMET-K, KSET and BITSAT exam. So the preparation doesn't just end at JEE Mains. The student can also go further and take up exams like COMET-K and KCET in case the student is targeting the exams or colleges in Karnataka. More than that, the student can give a BITSAT exam, which also offers BTech course throughout India. It has campuses throughout India. So we'll be focusing first on KCET and COMET-K. So basically, the KCET exam is for the government colleges that are there in Karnataka, and it offers engineering, medical courses and dental courses. Whereas COMET-K exam, it will be providing the students access to private universities offering same engineering, medical courses and dental. So there are some eligibility criteria for both KCET and COMET-K. Further, we also offer a proper planned roadmap for the student to crack the BITSAT exam. Since BITSAT takes place twice a year, and the conducting body is BITS Pilani itself, and it has multiple campuses throughout in India. And further, the exam has 130 MCQs. So when we talk about multiple choice questions, the app and the teachers, they are going to help the student to actually crack this ideology of the difficulty that the students face during MCQs. So around 2,000 seats are there for BITS Pilani, and this is throughout India. So KCET and the COMET-K exam is only for Karnataka-based colleges, but BITS Pilani can take place throughout India. And along with that, we also offer an option for the student to prepare for the CUET UG exam. Now, the CUET UG exam, it offers the access to 66 central universities, and the variety of courses is innumerable. So the courses start from BSc in computer science, BSc in botany, in zoology. So whether the student is from biology side or from PCM side, the student can get his or her own choice of course in these 66 central universities, and that includes University of Delhi as well. So in this course, the student will be getting 3 live classes weekly with the best faculty that we have. And along with that, we have regular assignments as in assignments that will be given in each class, and weekly mock test for re-evaluation and to track the progress of the child. So now I'm focusing again on who to contact. So if you are present anywhere near Delhi or Delhi NCR, be that in Meerut or Ghaziabad, you can contact me, Stuti. If you are in and around Karnataka, you can go and contact Purnika or Tarun. And for Western UP or even Eastern UP, you can contact Tinku sir. So this was a brief description for the exams that we offer, or the preparation for the exams that we offer for other entrance examinations. Thank you, sir.
So thank you, Stuti. Appreciate the wonderful explanation. Now let me invite GK Bhat sir or Sandeep sir to present about the NEET exam. So please invite. It has always been our honor to have Professor GK Bhat as part of our driving our NEET program. So welcome, sir.
Good evening, everybody. I am Dr. GK Bhat, basically biology teacher. I got an opportunity to associate with the Jnanamarga, and that too, an eminent expert educationist, that is Srinivas Bharadwaj. I shall memorize, go back about 2-3 years back, when I was just at Chikamagalur to do one crash course. One evening, I got a call from Srini sir. And Srini sir got to know about me from his friend, whose son has secured seat in AIMS, New Delhi. That boy also got in his CET PG examinations 3rd rank, 5th rank, 7th rank. And now he is continuing his education at AIMS Delhi in the field of surgery. One thing I must tell, the vision of Srini, he is such a great one. He always, right from the beginning, he made it a point. We want to give quality education to enable these students to get into medical engineering or to get into seat in ISC at an affordable price. Generally, whenever these coaching classes or institutions start, they start without a proper preparation. And before starting, Srini used to inform me each and everything what he has planned and what he has executed. Really great, sir. Yourself coming with the app, coming with the study material, coming with the proper plan of engaging the classes in due time of period. And most of the institutions, they just give one or the other study material and they say that this is the best study material. If at all you refer that, that is sufficient. But Srinivas sir's attempt was totally different. He collected information from us. Sir, please tell me, what all books are best for cracking NEET examination or CET examination? And not only that, he made his people to work with that. And now he have almost all study material, whatever is required to conduct this NEET classes, JEE classes or CET classes, very much with him. Not only that, the app developed by Srinivas sir is the excellent one. So, one thing is that last year, when we started engaging the class, the students from Gujarat state, they started telling some problem that we cannot follow English language, lecturing in English language 100%. So we want someone to translate this. So I am surprised to see that the Srinivas sir has come out with app in Gujarati language also. And if at all I say that Srinivas Bharadwaj sir is a person who never leaves any stones unturned to reach the goal. And in spite of this hardship, Srinivas started getting into as many states as possible. It is very clear now that he has approached many institutions at Gujarat, many institutions at Uttar Pradesh, and also he has spoken his nose in Bangalore. I am very glad, sir, you have come to Bangalore, and definitely whatever that is possible from our side, we will do justice to that, and I am very much sure you will get the feedback that Bangalore Center, whatever that you are looking for, it will come out with very good performance and results. Only thing is that I wanted to tell to all my friends here who have come to attend this meeting. Remember, NEET examination is not that much difficult. Only difficult part is a student should be very much studious right from day one. Right from day one. And Srinivas sir was kind enough. Now, if at all you look into this YouTube, you have all my lectures which I have engaged for 2 years available to the public. And he was not very much a self-interested person. He wanted to give best service to the society. So this year, he wanted to continue whatever efforts he has started doing for the last 3 years. I am 100% sure Srinivas sir definitely will come out successful this time, because he has noted, he has selected the teachers or experts from each and every state. So at the beginning, it may be a little bit a problem to take it. Once it started, only it is the time. Once the classes get started, the message gets passed from people to people, student to student, through word of mouth. That is what is most required. So I am sure if this word of mouth, with this word of mouth, definitely within a month or two, the Jnanamarga institution will be remaining in the tip of tongue of all the states where Srinivas sir is adventuring. So this is what I say. I would like to give this venue to my colleague who is a partner of our institution. Please remember, we are running one institution at Bangalore here, and it is called Your Academy, not my academy. It is Your Academy. So we both are directors of this academy, and I said, Srinivas sir, whatever you want from our side, we are very much ready to extend the support to you. Let us work hard for the upliftment of the economically weaker sections, and also those who are very much interested to excel in the NEET, JEE and CET examinations. So with these few words, I shall hand over this forum to my colleague who is an expert teacher in the field of chemistry. I am very proud to say, if anyone listens to Sandeep sir's chemistry lecturing, they will be surprised to see that whether chemistry, toughest subject, can be taught in this easiest way. Thank you, Srinivas sir, for giving me an opportunity. Now I request my colleague Sandeep sir to speak a few words. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everybody. I am new to Jnanamarga, but I've heard all good things about Jnanamarga and Srinivas sir from GKB sir. I think he has associated with Jnanamarga for 2 years now, almost 2 years now. So I have a high regard for Srinivas sir and the institute. So since I'm new to Jnanamarga, I'm not aware of the initiatives that Jnanamarga has taken. Now I got to know about it. So definitely, any venture Jnanamarga gets into in Bangalore, we are ready to, partner in the form of, sharing our practices, good practices, sharing ideas, sharing resources. And that's how I think we can go about. Maybe, in future discussions, we can come out with more ideas and more plans for, coming out with a wonderful academic program. And any academic program will be successful if at the end of it, there are results. So I think we can also work towards that. One is general satisfaction that the students and parents get. 2, results. So any institute should work in both these directions. General satisfaction among students as well as excellent results. So very fortunate to be associated with Jnanamarga. Thank you, sir. With this limited exposure I have towards Jnanamarga, maybe in future, we can have more interactions. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So we are always amazed and awestruck when we have Professor GK Bhat. He's our most senior teacher, and now with Sandeep sir, we have a wonderful partnership. We look forward to continued working with your academy. Our program in Bangalore, mainly we have a lot of colleges, but we are now engaging a small number of schools. So we are hoping that that we'll get a chance definitely in Bangalore as well. And so next, I invite our youngest, not youngest, well, among the youngest new faculty, and the person who has you met Professor G.K. Bhat, our senior most. Now you will meet Abhishek sir. Abhishek sir has done the impossible. He has cracked the JEE, and he has graduated from IIT Kanpur. So I welcome Abhishek. Take it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shema sir. And hi everyone. Welcome to this session. And I guess G.K. Bhat sir have said already everything about that goes well in the journey of cracking any exam, NEET, JEE, any government exam that is being conducted in India, I would say. With very little knowledge that I have and the exposure that I've got till so far, living 25 years as of now, is that the prep time, like the +1, +2, the school time, the prime time of the school at least, is one of the best time that I had, right, preparing for JEE, right. That one goal that I had at that time really made the difference in everyday progress that I made at during my preparation from multiple institution. Fit JEE, I would say, Alan was there, individual coaching was there. So whatever we have come up with the plan, the content, and the resources and the teachers at Jnanamarga do provide that holistic exposure that I really was struggled at my time getting from multiple places. Essentially, what I felt after cracking IIT Kanpur, and to be honest, it was my second attempt in which I cleared JEE exam. Right, I gave JEE in 2016, and which was a failure for me. Right, which I couldn't able to pass with a good passing rank numbers and a great rank, which in which I was getting like few IITs that were ranked at like 15 and 16 basically, right, in computer science. But what I essentially had a dream was to be able to learn from the best, right? And as we all know, H.C. Verma is a great teacher, educator, and the book every sort of guy who works for the JEE exam knows him. So I got a chance from him, basically studying a course in IIT Kanpur as well. So that was my prime motivation, that working with the best cream of the India at one place. And so basically, essentially, if I talk about my JEE journey with you guys, it was essentially the dedication, I would say, the one should have from the day one, as G.K. Bhat really mentioned here. And the gist to have that is we need to prioritize our time accordingly with each subject that goes into the exam, at least, right? So maths is there, physics is there, chemistry, etc. is very hard to crack, right? Mine was really bad, at least. So my strongest suit was maths. So I decided accordingly that I'll spend time less on maths and more on physics and chemistry. So one should really know their strong and weak suits and work accordingly, right? And a test is the best way to have a self-evaluation at each step, chapter-wise analysis, everything that goes into that we do provide at Jnanamarga app as well. As you can see, it's open to all. You can just go to the app store and download and have a look at the curriculum that we have prepared for JEE as well, right? So the chapter level analysis is also there, and just identify and just work on the areas which you feel like you need to more focus on. And the important part is to stay in touch with the mentor who like already I've done it and I've gone out of the college, and I know how the world looks like at this side as well. So in my whole experience till now, the curriculum that we have prepared do serve the justice that one needs to go to be able to crack the JEE exam, and hoping to see everyone join this year courses. Thank you, Srinivas, for giving me this opportunity and providing me a stage so that we can work towards a greater vision that we have. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Abhishek. So, students, the important thing here is, based on where you want to go, you have to achieve, you have to aim for that level of success. If you want to go to a, like IIT Kanpur, like Abhishek, that you have to make correspondingly that level of sacrifice in terms of time and in terms of effort. That is very, very important, as he explained. And as he explained, it is not just important to note what is your strong point. It is also important to note what is your weak point. And these exams are taken by over 1.5 million, 2 million type number of students take NEET and JEE. For each of them. Even CUET today is taken by 2 million plus students. So you have to correspondingly prepare. And if you want to be in the science field, it is quite a competitive field. But that's why we suggest that students have many options. You have also, you can, if you are in Gujarat particularly, students should also take GUJSET. Students in UP should take UP-SET, and of course there is also, as we explained, KCET, BITSAT. Because we want to see, particularly when we work with schools, we want to see students get placed. If everybody doesn't clear JEE, so you then have these additional options. There are very good colleges, and there is very good options. And of course you can also try one more year if you're going to try JEE a second time. So there are many options. And based on where you want to go, it is a personal choice, and you have to make it with all your heart. So having said that, let me now invite Prajot to provide a demonstration of the Jnanamarga app, because we expect the students to engage importantly with the app along with the lectures that that the student is part of. And in this year we are going to also have it be engaged along with the school based lectures, which also will become available for participating schools. Okay, so Prajot, please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Srini. Okay, so as Srini mentioned, we have two platforms. Okay, one is for the students who are preparing for NEET exams. Okay, we call it Sushruta, and the other one is for the students who are preparing for the JEE exams. Okay, and that we call it as Ramanujan. So I'll demo both the apps over here now. So we'll start with the Sushruta first. Okay. So this is a Sushruta app. And what the student will get to see is like all the subjects that are covered for NEET exam, okay, that is physics, chemistry, biology, okay, and also they will get to see it like year wise. For example, biology 1 will have the syllabus of the 11th standard, and biology 2 will have the syllabus of the 12th standard. Okay, so let's go with biology 2. So once the student selects that particular subject, they'll get to see the syllabus. Okay, so syllabus is the starting point for the student to navigate to any topic that is interested in. Okay, and whichever topic he selects, he'll be getting the resources, okay, related to that topic. For example, now if I go with unit 2, that is genetic and evolution, so what I'll be getting is I'll be getting the chapters coming under that unit. And if he goes with any one chapter, say I go with molecular basis of inheritance, I'll be getting all the sub chapters coming under that. Okay, so if you select one subchapter, so I'll go with transcription. Now what will happen is all the resources related to transcription will be loaded. Okay, so resources in the sense we have the textbook resource, the slides, and the videos. Okay, so all these resources are mapped to the topic. Okay, so I'll just open textbook. Okay, so the textbook that is used here is the NCERT. Okay, so now as you can see, what has happened is I am directly taken to that particular page number inside the textbook where that topic is. Okay, similarly we can go and visit the slides also. So in the case of slides also, they'll be getting the slides related to that topic. Okay, so if you go to see, this is an entire slide deck, but what will happen is it will be directly taken to that particular slide number within the app. Okay. And finally we have the videos. Okay. Okay, so these videos are from the IIT Pal channel. Okay, so since I had selected genetics and evolution, so it's playing a video from that particular unit. Okay, so what we have done is we have mapped all these videos into our application. So after going through all this theory, what student can do is he can take an assessment. Okay, so here also, like, we provide two kind of assessment. One is self-assessment and one is Jnana assessment. Okay, so in self-assessment, what we do is we just redirect you to the sites which already provide the questions. Okay, and this will be like based on the topic that you have selected. Okay, and also there is Jnana assessment. Jnana assessment is wherein we have certain set of questions for each of the chapters. Okay, and this will be a time-bound test, and like it will be a track. Okay, so we can track your performance also. Okay, so as soon as you start the test, the timer will start, and all the questions will be MCQ based. Okay? And also, like, they can navigate to any questions. The question that I already answered will be indicated here. Okay, so I'll directly go to the last one. And at the end, like, they'll be shown the score. Okay, and also the other details like how many are right answers, how many are wrong answers. Okay? And they can view the solution. Okay, so over here we show the question part as well as the solution part below. Okay, so if the answer is right, it will be shown this green colored icon here, or else it will be marked wrong. Okay. And yeah, and apart from this, what we have done is we have also mapped this with the Moodle platform. So, like, apart from our resources, if the lecturer wants to add some more resources of their own, then they can do it over here. Okay, so like we have like the courses created in the Moodle also. So since I had selected genetic and evolution, it will directly take me to that particular course inside the Moodle. Okay, and here they can find the other resources as well. And also, like, we have the chat feature. Okay, so similar to Moodle, like we have channels created for each of the units. Okay, so here also the student can ask their doubts, and if the other student knows the answer, he can reply over here, or even the lecturers can reply over here. Okay, so this was regarding the Sushruta app. The same set of features will work for the other subjects also. Okay, so now I'll quickly go through Ramanujan also. So Ramanujan app also works on the similar lines as Sushruta. Okay, only thing, we do not have biology here, so we'll be having physics, chemistry and maths. Okay, the same set of features will work for these subjects also, which I have demoed now. Along with the subject, we also provide the formula sheet. Okay, so you'll get formula sheet for each of the subjects. Okay, so I'll go with maths now. Okay, so once I click on the formula sheet, what the student will get is like, they'll get formulas related to each of the chapters or units. Okay, inside that subject. Okay, So this becomes really helpful for the student, like at a time of exams, like to quickly revise the formulas. And even while revising, like if he wants to, read a bit theory about that topic, he can like directly search for that topic, okay, using the voice search. Straight lines. Okay. So straight lines comes under this coordinate geometry. So if they click on this, they can select any subtopic here. Okay. And then same thing as I had shown, like they'll be getting all the resources related to the topic that he has selected. Okay. So also like when it comes to textbook, in case of maths, okay, so we provide two textbooks, like NCERT and same page. Okay. So in NCERT, like we'll be taking directly to that particular page number where that topic is. Okay. So I had selected this slopes of line, so it has directly taken me to that page number. Okay. Whereas when it comes to Cengage, suppose if the student has a hard copy of the book, so we are directly telling him like which page number that he should refer from that book. Okay. And also the other thing will remain same. So when he clicks on slides, we are providing the slides related to the topic. And same thing for the video. So this was the demo of the Sushruta and Ramanujan app. Okay. So we also provide customization of our apps so that it has the branding of the school and also the content of the school, such as videos, etc. Okay. So I now request Sunny to quickly go through the Moodle side of the platform.
So here we have a Moodle platform wherein all the teachers and students can join and share their content. Like teachers can share their additional assignments, additional slides, additional or all the presentations, and students can view them in the this platform by joining the. So each student will have their credentials, username, password, and all the rights will be provided as per the role. Like the teacher will have a role to create a content, whereas students will be allowed to consume the content. So I'm taking an example. Once you join, this is your dashboard wherein all the courses will be displayed in a kind of a grid, wherein each course will be specified, like biology, physics, and the topics inside it. So on the left hand side, it will be just the latest one you visited. So what I can do, I'll go to one of the course. Maybe I'll see. Yeah. So we have a course called as Diversity in the Living World, and it is 73% completed. Means the student has consumed 73% of content, and still few percent is remaining. Once they open it, they will be seeing all the materials available and what they visited. So once thing they visit, they can mark it as a check, like this topic. If student has covered this 1.4 topic and they are confident that they can go ahead and mention it that this is complete, they can say mark this as a done. Similarly, if they visited this slide and they completed this, then they can also mark this as done. So what this will do is when you go to the dashboard again and visit the same course, that percentage will be increased. So now the percentage has gone up to 89%. So similarly, student can keep track of their progress. Okay, this is one of the features. In other way, teachers can add multiple kind of type of content, like they can add images, they can add slides, they can even add videos to it, they can even have a URL of a meeting to be scheduled. Okay, so I won't go deep into it. If people are interested, we can conduct one more session, but I'll give you overview what we have. Like image, if you click, we'll be able to see that image, what image is there. Okay. Similarly, if a teacher is interested in scheduling one class for that particular day or he or she wants to make aware all the students that on particular day they are conducting a class. So what they can do is go to the calendar, create an event with the title like maybe a physics class, although this is topic of biology, so we can change that if we want. And if they want to put up some link like Google Meet link they want to add, they can do that also. So they can add a Google Meet link here so that all the students are aware, and the date time they can mention. And once they save it, all the people who have joined that particular time, this dashboard, they'll get the notification that so and so date there is a class scheduled. So this is how it is. Yeah, I think I'm done with the most of the necessary parts.
So, as Sunny explained, the Moodle platform that we have is can be used by institutions to add their own material as well, and so both schools as well as tutoring institutions can use this platform to add content and have students go over the content that they add. So we have many different parts of the puzzle. We have the content addition side. We have the app side, which allows you to study from the books. And finally, we also have the testing side, which includes the tests that you take. So these are essentially the three main parts: the textbook and app side, which also includes some testing, and then we also have a dedicated testing module. These three, and then we have the Moodle side. These three can be put together to make a very powerful platform for your school in cooperation with our program. So a school can work with us, or either by just sending their students to us, or they can work with us in building a branded program as a partnership between Jnanamarga and the school.
I guess Mr. Tiwari ji can continue with the chemistry part.
Good evening to one and all. So let me begin with a Sanskrit mantra. Amantram aksharam nasti nasti moolam aushadham ayogya purusho nasti yojaka tatra durlabha. It means there is no alphabet, no letter in any alphabet that cannot be turned into a mantra. There is no plant that doesn't have a medicinal value. Likewise, there is no human being who is completely incapable. What is rare is the person who can discover and rightly employ them. Means what we lack is the facilitator who can facilitate these things to happen. So, if you look at this figure, this is what is called the free energy diagram or the energy profile diagram that we normally call in chemistry. This figure depicts that on the y-axis there is the free energy. Free energy is the energy that what we call is the energy available to perform work. And means if this energy is available to reactants, this reactant has potential to give product. And if this product, and now this is the product free energy, and on the x-axis the reaction coordinate. And reaction coordinate means in the direction in which the reaction happens. This is what is normally you can simply think that is represented as reaction coordinate. And if you look at the free energy of reactant and the product, what we see is the reactant free energy of reactant is much higher than the free energy of the product. As you can see this difference, it simply means if the free energy of the product is lower than the reactant, the reaction will happen in the forward direction, and this phenomena what we call is as the spontaneity criteria. This spontaneity criteria means what we see is the reactants. These reactants has potential to go in this forward direction and get converted into the product. It simply means, and what we know normally as this mantra says, all the individual, all the students have the potential to get converted into this product, and this product for you here is you with IIT JEE or NEET exam selected. So what we see here is this potential. If it has this reactant has potential to get converted into the product, it doesn't necessarily means this reaction will always happen in all the conditions. This it because all the reactions are associated with certain barrier, and also your selection is also associated with certain barrier. And this barrier reactants normally surpass this barrier in two different ways. This is what we do, and we normally do this kind of tricks in laboratories. Either you increase the energy of these reactants, and these reactants are you without the means you the IIT JEE and NEET aspirants who want to prepare for these examinations, who want to crack these examinations. And so we either you can increase the energy of these reactants. So these reactants, suppose if the reactants energy come to this level, they will easily surpass this barrier. Or what another thing one can do is to decrease this barrier, the height of this barrier, and make this barrier to this level. So this normally in reactions, what we do is we heat it, we provide agitation, and for you this agitation is the effort that you will make. Your sincerity is what that you will be doing from your side, and what we will be doing as a teacher is our role is to reduce this barrier. And in chemical reactions, we reduce these barriers by adding some other substances which we call as catalyst. And so teachers are catalysts, they are facilitators. They will simply reduce the barrier, and this is our role. Now you can understand here. So once you add a catalyst, the reaction barrier goes down. And normally if you students reactants, because they also have certain thermal energy and there is some kinetic motions, because of that they can easily surpass this barrier. And for you also, you make certain efforts, even if you apply certain efforts and this barrier has been decreased by us, what you can do is you can easily surpass this barrier and get this exam selected. So what is normally we at Jnanamarga, we all the teachers and all the platforms that we have created, we have made with lots of effort, is our role is just to decrease this barrier. Finally, what is there is the reactants has to get converted into the product. It is you who will be selected, who will be actually converting into this product, and means who will be cracking these examinations. Now coming to the syllabus and the weightage, chemistry syllabus and the weightage of each chapter. What we normally know in chemistry has three different sections, three major sections, and one we call as physical chemistry, another is inorganic, and then the third one is organic chemistry. For IIT JEE mains, normally what we see, the chemistry, the physical chemistry portion has weightage of 35 to 36%. Means the 36% questions in IIT JEE mains comes from physical chemistry. And the overall there are 30 questions. There will be 30 questions in IIT JEE mains. And from the inorganic chemistry, there will be 29 to 30%, around 30% questions from inorganic chemistry section, and almost 34 to 35% questions from organic chemistry section. This I am saying for IIT JEE. Now, if you look at NEET examination, we see normally organic chemistry remains unchanged. The questions will remain be around 34 to 35%, but we see a certain switch between organic chemistry and the physical chemistry. For NEET, normally inorganic chemistry carries a weightage of around 35 to 36%, and physical chemistry carry a weightage of around 29 to 7%. And normally, if you look at this entire syllabus chapter-wise, for physical chemistry, the most important chapter, if you want to understand physical chemistry completely, you must understand this chapter, some basic concepts in chemistry, which is the mole concept basically it will be. So if you don't understand mole concept, you will find very difficult to understand physical chemistry, and you will also have some difficulties in understanding some portions of organic and inorganic chemistry as well, because sometimes the questions also come from this area where you have to put certain units, and how those units have come you will find difficult to understand if you don't understand mole concept. Now coming to this inorganic chemistry, the classification of elements, periodicity in properties, is this periodic table and periodic properties. This chapter is most important, and what I would say is this is the most important chapter for entire chemistry. Why it is most important? Because what in chemistry we know is basically is there are certain elements which are already tabulated in the periodic table, and those elements only they perform certain reactions, they interact with each other, they interact with light, and they perform certain reactions, they give certain products. This is what all we understand in chemistry or try to understand, study. If you don't understand periodicity in properties of chemical elements, you will find it very difficult to understand even organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, and sometimes many portions of even physical chemistry as well. So this is the most important chapter, I would say, for entire chemistry. And one, whether the questions, how many questions come from these sections, it doesn't matter. You must understand these chapters. And then for organic chemistry, to understand organic chemistry completely, one must focus on some basic concepts and principles of organic chemistry, where you will understand the basic type of reactions in organic chemistry, what are the different types of basic reactions, and also the isomerism, the different types of isomers, and some chemical conversion. There are also certain effects, like plus I effect, minus I effect, means what is called inductive effect, then the resonance effect, and many some work effects are also there. So all these things, if you don't understand these things, you will find very hard to understand organic chemistry. So these three basic chapters, what I would say for you to focus on, start with this chapter, some basic principles of organic chemistry. For organic chemistry, classification is periodic classification and periodic table, periodic properties of elements, and also some basic concepts in chemistry. Although for exams point of view, all the chapters are important because questions are being asked from all the chapters. But the thing is, to understand chemistry, these three chapters are extremely important. After these chapters, the chemical bonding is also very important for you. Now coming to what should be done, because if you want to crack certain examination, you must follow certain practices and you must not do certain things, because it will hinder you to get selected. So what should be done? Let us see first. So first thing is, get rid of the negative thoughts that studying chemistry is essential only for passing the exam. Because whatever you will be reading out here, you will be understanding here, it may be important, it may be useful for you when it will become a successful professional. And you will see its applications in many various ways, not only whether directly or indirectly. These applications, if not directly, what you will see, the kind of the skill that you will get the kind of thinking process that you will find out, you will get while preparing these examinations, understanding these things. It will also helpful to you in many other ways later on in your career. Now, try to enjoy the subject while studying. Get fascinated with the beauty of the science, and that you are studying chemistry, the beauty of chemistry and the physics, or for that matter, biology and mathematics as well. It will keep your interest intact. If you enjoy the subject, it will keep your interest intact, boost your energy and mood, and thus will positively affect your memory. Focus primarily on the syllabus. This is what I would say. This is the most important point I would say for this. Why? Because if you look at the certain subjects, the contents are limitless. You cannot understand and remember everything for not only chemistry, for any other subjects as well. So what you will have to do is, in the stipulated time, the time period that you are provided with, within that time period, you will have to limit yourself only in the syllabus. So look at the syllabus and confine yourself within the syllabus only. Make short notes, and for making short note means reducing the contents of the syllabus. You need to revise periodically, because entire thing you cannot revise periodically. So if you make short notes, and while making short notes, you will noting down only those things which you will think is key to remember, to understand everything, or just to revise whatever entire contents or entire syllabus. So these are key points. And then practice questions as much as possible. And the practice, what is said, this is a saying, the practice makes a man perfect. And so what normally the difference between a selected and non-selected candidate is only the amount of practice they have done. And this practice is for the solving questions within the time. You can just look at the time with a watch and how much time you have completed one entire section of chemistry or physics, or for that matter mathematics or biology or whatever. To pay attention to the lectures, this is another important point, whether you understand entire thing or not. Even if you just listen, you hear the terms that we use while teaching, and it will definitely help you in understanding later on. Even if, because if you listen one term, because one term or one name you perhaps may not remember in one go. So what you will have to, if you listen it or read it multiple times, this term will become familiar to you. So even if sometimes what happens, because of the lack of attention during the class, the students don't understand some particular term, so it doesn't there is no problem. You can ask the questions later on, or maybe to your teachers or anyone to make notes of your own while attending the classes. Even if recordings of online classes or level, make a chart of what you find difficult to remember and revise that more frequently. Revise that chart more periodically, because what you need is, because these are the things that you have made in that chart which you find difficult to remember. You can think about that even while walking, brushing, or taking shower. Don't hesitate to ask questions while attending lectures. You are here to learn science. Nothing should hinder you from doing that. On the day of exam, think only that you did whatever you could. Now you have to use what is there in your head to the best of your ability. Be calm, keep your head cool. Whatever you have read, if it clicks on time on the given day, you will definitely be selected. Judiciously divide time for every subject, and for I think this point has already been emphasized by Abhishek and Srinivas sir as well. So pay attention to what they have suggested and what shouldn't be done. First, the thing is, don't try to be perfect or have in-depth knowledge of everything. It is okay to mug up a few things if you find them challenging to understand. And because at your level you cannot understand everything in depth, you have a very fixed, limited syllabus, and you have to be perfect in that syllabus, that portion, that content only. You don't have to understand things from outside the syllabus. Don't try to be too much accurate while solving numerical problems. This is particularly for physical chemistry problems. You have to consider the values from the up to only the first place of the decimal, and to do that, consider knowledge of rounding of numbers will be helpful, and these things we teach. I also teach in chemistry how one can round off the numbers, the rules for that. Don't worry too much about the exam. This is one thing. Worrying is not. You should be. It is just an exam, not life. But remember, this is an important exam that will determine the fate of your career. So be always sincere in your acts. You should have certain concerns, sincerity, but you should not worry about the examination, because it will negatively affect your memory and your performance as well. So don't try to follow so many books. For chemistry, NCERT is enough. NCERT with some practice sets, question sets that we will be providing, and some reference books if it will be needed, we will also provide. And not apart from the NCERT, what you can do is, if you can attend our lectures, we will be all the extra things that we will be needing, we will definitely be discussing in the classes. Thanking you. Thanks a lot. Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. I will now do a few slides to explain also what we have planned with respect to pricing. So let me quickly show you a few slides. So these are the apps. So if you want Ramanujan, you go to play.google.com and look for com.jnanamarga.ramanujan. If you wanted Sushruta, com.jnanamarga.sushruta, CUET, com.jnanamarga.CUET, com.jnanamarga.cbse, com.jnanamarga.itcert. This is for students who are interested in IT. That's a different program. Now, in terms of the NEET JEE pricing, see, this is the current pricing that we have: 8,995 for 6 months, 14,995 for a full year program. Students who are incoming to class 12 should and who are planning to take the NEET or JEE, using the corresponding apps. This would be for the 2024 year. That is, you're incoming into class 12, and you want to take it in May or so 2024. So this is the time to download. Now, if your school is participating in our discount program, then check with your school. You will get a discount. And if you are a school decision maker or teacher, please ask your school to join us in the discounting program. We will we try to ask that the school bring invite all the students in the school to take it, and we want a minimum of at least 10 students to take it to facilitate this discount pricing for school. This is our first year offering it, so please consider doing this for your students. Then we also have a referral plan. The referral plan is that you will get a discount if you refer 3 other students. So we also have that plan, and the more students you refer, the more the discount is, So please keep that in mind, Then we also have, some hardship discount for students who are going through financial hardship as well. So those are the main things that we have. But again, let me re-emphasize what we are trying to do with the partnerships. So by early May, our app can be a partner school can customize the app, so both they can brand the app and also they can add their own lectures. If they have videos, they have slides, etc., they can add that to the app. School content can be added to the app itself. So as and when the teacher keeps adding new or your various teachers keep adding new videos, they can then be added to the app as well. So if the student forgets, and typically the problem in NEET and JEE is that it is 2-year syllabus. So the student does want to revise the material they learned in school when they take the exam. Some students who will be joining your school now in 2023 will be taking the NEET or JEE exam 2025. So if they learned it once, they learned it well from your teacher, then they want to learn it again from the same teacher. They can of course learn it again also from our teachers like Tiwari ji and Bhat ji, and next we will have Nihal Jani ji and also Tarun. So we have a wonderful teaching staff here. These are some of the most dedicated teachers you can get, and we have a wonderful curriculum as well. So we have this value-added reseller program. Get your coaching institution or school to join and reuse the app, and also you can come to our lectures. We will send them to you as well. So this is how we are looking to engage further. So now I invite Nihal Jani sir to explain to students how best to take advantage of the physics program, both for NEET and JEE. So welcome, Nihal Jani sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Good evening, sir. So it was wonderful hearing you all. Even Tiwari has explained very well about the general instructions that we need to look after before the exams and how a student should prepare. I like the idea of the gives free energy that he discussed. It was very nice. Similar, I think I should say something about the physics as well, because in physics many times we teach students in a way of practicality, because physics is a subject where he explains you the real world applications. So similarly, I can say in physics we have a concept of work done, where work done is equals to FD cos theta. So here the angle theta determines what kind of work you do, whether it is positive work or the negative work. If your force applied and the displacement is in the opposite direction, then it generates into the negative work, which is sometimes what the students, when they see different types of videos on the YouTube, and they try many methods, like they will be referring to many books as well, and they will be randomly preparing for the entrance examinations. And this is where our application, this is where the guidance of teachers like Tiwari ji or lab for me or some other sirs which are here, and Srinivasan sir, they are here to guide you. What we do is we give you the guidance correctly so that you apply the force in the correct direction where your force and displacement gets aligned, and we get the positive output, and the positive work done inform the results that we generate for the entrance exams. So this is something analogy I remembered just by seeing the Tiwari sir's presentations. Let us talk about the general syllabus of the physics exams when we say about the JEE and the NEET examinations. So basically in physics, what we have is a theory portion which covers almost 80% of the weightage, and correspondingly we have the practical sessions. So practical portion, whatever the practicals you have did in your 11th and the 12th standard in your school, the portion will be covered in form of MCQs in the entrance examination. It will be around 20%. So you need to remember the least count of the different instruments like galvanometer in the 12th, or vernier calipers and screw gauge and everything, how you take the measurements, how we sometimes we find the errors in the instrument. So they will give a different scenario where you'll have a positive error and negative error. You need to judge what kind of error it is. So mostly students tends to ignore this portion, but it's a very easy portion. And just if you have the journal of your 11th and 12th, the recent journal, if you just have a bird's eye view or just you look over that, the most of the concepts can be covered for the practicals also. Okay, now when we talk about the theory portion, particularly when we say for 11th, the laws of motion, this is what the mechanics portion is. The laws of motion, work, power, energy, kinematics and rotational motion, these 4 chapters, when we say of NCERT textbook, it covers almost 3-4, then 5-6 chapters. This covers the mechanics, which is you say any entrance exams, be it JEE, NEET or even BEAT or anything, this is the crux of the physics. So you need to keep very much focus. You need to do more practice to these chapters. You cannot leave these chapters or just keep the chapters. Apart from that, this is just mechanics. Chapter 7 is our rotational mechanics. So combining these two forms the main crux of any entrance examination. You give attempt physics portion in any entrance and you see the weightage, it will cover almost 35%. So 1/3 of the entrance exam questions comes from these portions. Apart from that, when we see for the 12th standard, you name any chapter, it will have some or other way the application of mechanics, because any type of electric magnetic field will involve some kind of motions, and hence the concepts of mechanics will be even useful in each and every chapter of your 12th standard. So I would strongly recommend, if you have any kind of issues in this, cover them. Wherever you are finding some doubts, wherever you are finding loopholes, please cover them and give the main weightage to this mechanics portions. Apart from that, for NEET especially, what happens is NEET students need to focus mainly on the mathematical tools, because most of the B group students, they haven't studied any type of mathematical concepts, and mathematical tools that they are tested many times in the NEET entrance examination. Many times students find some of the concepts or some of the questions asked in the NEET exam difficult. But the main reason behind is the lack of mathematical aptitude that they have, because they haven't studied in 2 years any kind of mathematical concepts. So I would recommend, like calculus portion, you need to have very good idea about the calculus portion, like differentiation, integration. Then the graphs, many times the questions are very simple, yet they just ask you to say what kind of relation is formation, what kind of graph will be formed between the two variables y and x. So you just need to understand the relation between two variables, what are the powers involved, and what kind of graph will be formed correspondingly. So graph has to be covered. Apart from that, another portion I would suggest is gates. This is something a part of digital electronics. there are complex gate circuits involved. B group students tends to forget or tends to leave this portion and they find it very difficult. But once you understand the basic logic behind it, these are the logic gates, and logic gates are very easy. Once you understand that, it will be very helpful in your NEET portion, because these are the portion with our experience. We can say these are some of the portion where students tends to leave or run away, specifically the NEET students or the B group students. So please focus on these portions. It will be very helpful and will help you to score much more marks compared to other students. Coming back to our syllabus, for the 12th standard, communication system is important for JEE. It is not given in the new editions of the textbook, but you need to cover this because the transistor portion and the communication system, 2 to 3 questions are asked from this portion. So you can find the PDF online, and even in our application you have the textbook where you will have this portion. From that you can revise. Another, in 12th standard, we should focus on the electrostatic and magnetics part. These are 1 to 4 chapters. The first 4 chapters of the 12th again covers or have the higher weightage compared to other chapters. So these are some important topics. For 11th, I can say it is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For 12th, it is 1 to 4. For JEE and NEET students, they need to keep focus on this chapters aggressively compared to other chapters. So first do this, have the right confidence to cover all the questions of this, because they cover the maximum weightage among all other chapters. Another you can cover is the optics part, which is the 9th and 10th. So these are the main. You first cover whatever important topics are, and then afterwards, if you have time and if you have the confidence and if you can also cover the oscillation waves, thermodynamics, gravitations. But these are some of the important topics that we should focus on. This is the complete syllabus. So from the IMP point of view, we can say this 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and for 11th, 12th standard, we can say this portion has the maximum weightage. So this is just to give you the rough idea, since we have at least a month for the NEET students, and JEE students must have at least a week. So in the last 1 week or 1 month, we can first have a look about these chapters. Okay, again, when we come about the subject specific, like every subject has some kind of specific instructions apart from the general instructions of the exams. In particularly physics, we need to focus on the mathematical portion. JEE students have to cover the communication systems because it is not given in our NCERT new edition textbook. Apart from that, there are very much likely that JEE questions, particularly JEE questions, will have the MCQs which cover the topics from 2 different chapters. A single MCQ will relate some 2 chapters combined, like gravitation and electrostatic. Many times they cover, so these are very interrelated. If you see their formulas and everything, they are very much related to each other. Then they will have some kind of MCQ which connect gravitation with the electrostatic. Similarly, they will have some kind of MCQs where they will cover SHM. SHM is also covered with the electrostatics. So these JEE questions specifically have this type of tendencies where the question will cover the concepts of more than 1 chapter. So please have the interrelations between 2 chapters also. Particularly for physics, when we talk about the JEE or NEET exam, for the last 1 month or last 1 week, what we need to do is we need to have the formula sheet ready with us. Always, you cannot remember that, you cannot suddenly have the recall of any type of formula suddenly out of 30 chapters of a subject. So initially it is okay when you are practicing or giving the exams, you need to have the formula sheet with you, or if, like our application also have the formula sheets available. Apart from that formula sheets, you have to give mock tests. This is something like when Tiwari sir was also saying about the practice. Apart from the practice, you need to give the mock test. Test is something that will give you the right confidence for the examination. It is very necessary you keep giving the mock test, and after the mock test you need to analyze where you went wrong, what are the topics which you could not cover or you could not answer. You keep a chart or the list of those topics, and next time before giving the exam you try to cover these topics. So the main concept of giving the exam is you appear for the exam, you see how you performed, you analyze the performance, and then you will be able to know where you actually lack in the subject. Every student has their own loopholes, or there are different unique topics where they would be lacking compared to other students. So you need to have those lists. So when you will be keep analyzing at least 10 to 15 mock tests, you need to appear in each and every subject. So you will be able to know what are your loopholes, where you lack, and where you need to have the help of the mentors. So apart from this mock tests and formula sheets, the next thing is always have the short IMP list ready with you, because for the last day you cannot cover the whole syllabus or whole revision you cannot do in a one day, but you need, while you give the mock test, while you are preparing for the concepts, what you can do is you can create a short list about the different topics or the different questions that you have found very difficult. So just have a look at these topics specifically at the last day, and then it will be helpful for you for the last minute revisions. Okay, so specifically for physics, I can say these are the different type of chapters you need to focus, or these are some instructions you need to take care in physics. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. So I think we just have one more presentation from Tarun, which is regarding maths. Maths is actually the most important subject. Typically at Jnanamarga, when we start out, we like to have the students, who are incoming to class 11, learn a little bit of vectors and calculus before they get going with physics, and that is done, essentially to help students gain some mathematics basis. And that's why Nihal Jani sir explained that as well. So once you have a little bit of calculus knowledge and vectors knowledge, maths becomes a little easy. So with no further ado, I invite Tarun to present regarding the maths preparation. Maths is essential for any student who wants to enter engineering or any of the PCM subjects. So Tarun, please go ahead.
Hello everyone, this is Tarun. Okay, so I'll be handling your mathematics for JEE as well as the other competitive exams such as Bhat, Comet K, KCT, etc. Okay, as well as for CUET also. Okay, so I'm doing my BS degree in data science from IIT Chennai and BTech from VD University. Okay, in computer science. Correct. So with respect to JEE mathematics, okay, so with the programs that Jnanamarga having, okay, so firstly we have designed an app that is called Ramanujan for JEE preparation. So in that app you'll get the lectures that is edited from the NPTEL, as well as we have our live lectures. Then you will be getting slides, textbooks, and the mock test papers. Okay, so the textbooks for physics, like we have included H.C. Verma, then Singh's is there for maths, then Solomon's for organic, then we have introduced a question bank as well as NCERT is there. Okay, and IIT videos have been there. Okay, so these are the all things you're gonna get in the Ramanujan app. Okay, so you can download this app from the Play Store. Okay, named with the Ramanujan with the Jnanamarga Technologies. Okay, second, we also have introduced that test assessments in our app. So after completing each of the units, students can give their test and analyze the results as well. Okay, so yeah, this is the the some images of the app. Okay, so you can download this app from the Play Store. Then you can register here, and then you can log in with your username and password. Okay, so you'll get all the subjects and all the like physics, chemistry, mathematics, as well as formula sheets for those subjects. Okay. So as given, Ramanujan provides fully study material for JEE preparation, that is slides, article videos, NCERT textbook, then chat channels and Moodle courses. Okay, so starting with the syllabus, one can select the topic of his choice and get the required material, study material from the above sources. Also, one can use slides or textbook as a starting point to get the study material. Okay, whatever the page you're gonna topics you're gonna select, that will take you to that particular page. Okay, that is already shown in the demo of the right. Now we're going to discuss what are the highlights points, okay, that requires one for one who can prepare for JEE Mains and Advance as well. Okay, so to prepare for JEE Mains mathematics, you need to remember the following points. Okay, so analyze the trends of the previous year paper. Okay, so in live class, every weekend we will be having live class for 1.5 hours. Okay, so in that we'll be doing previous year problems as well. Okay, so like what are the main like highlighting topics, okay, what type of question they are asking. Then second, attend JEE Mains mock test to overcome your nervousness. Okay, so those are already in the app. Okay, then solve question bank, these are also introduced in the app with the time management, correct. Next, you need formula sheet. Okay, so we have already provided. Okay, so you can learn and practice it and make use of graphical approach to learn mathematical concepts, and make sure not to make silly mistakes that we'll be learning in a live class as well. Okay, then we'll be doing hit and trial method. Okay, so I'll show you the hit and trial method for many of the units like quadratic. Okay, then you can focus on strengthening your fundamental concepts. Okay, so while solving problems, do not scribble on the same sheet. Okay, use the new sheet if one gets filled, right. So pay attention to those topics you have already grasped perfectly. Then like what are the units in mathematics? Okay, for mains as well as advanced, like what are the main focus units? Okay, so 30 to 40% part of the maths contains calculus, right. So the units the given with the high weightage are coordinate geometry. Okay, then limit and continuity and differentiability, integral calculus, complex number and quadratic equation, matrices and determinants, statistics and probability, 3D geometry and vector algebra. Okay, so these are the important topics. Okay, we'll covering all the topics in class as well. Okay, you need to give your 100% to equal returns and practice. You have to practice other topics as well. Okay, so we'll covering all the topics one by one in our class. Okay, now what tips should I follow to score more than 80% in JEE Mains mathematics section? Okay, so to score an excellent outcome in JEE Mains, okay, so these are some steps you need to follow. So begin searching for the best mentor guide, okay, and teachers. Okay, so here we are the team with the IITians, okay, who will be teaching you the maths, and with parallel we'll be also like helping you the, like with the, about your counseling and whatever the your important topics, okay, as a mentor. Okay, and making your schedule as well, right. Now work on your making your concept strong, then practice formula sheet as discussed. While solving problems, apply a logical thinking. It may be a hit and trial also. Then learn a graphical approach to solve the problems. Okay, so this technique is less time consuming and beneficial to you, right. Then join online test that is introduced to Ramanujan app. Okay, work on your problem solving skills and time management. That will provide a schedule for you. Okay, like how to work on weekends and how to work on the weekdays. Okay, and whatever the homework is given to you, you need to complete within the time, and that will be discussed in the class, right. And we'll be working on your silly mistakes, okay, accuracy and speeds with the consistent practice. Okay, assignments also will provide in your Moodle platform, right. Regarding the hit and trial method, okay, as I told, okay, so the chapters like indefinite integration, you can differentiate the given options to find out the correct answer easily, correct. For coordinate, you can definitely draw the graph and mark the points, and you can analyze the graph and find out the answers in between the options, right. For trigonometry, you can assume some values to the variables, then put out the values of the options at one at a time and check which one is the satisfying, correct. With respect to sequence and series, you can put out any random value to variables and then verify it, correct. So these are some hit and trial method. Okay, we'll discussing all this in the class as well, right? How can I improve my ability to solve mathematics problems in JEE Mains exams, right? So set your mind as early as possible to start preparation for JEE Mains. Okay, you need to work hard for 1 or 2 years. Okay, depending on your 11th or the 12th or dropper batch, correct? And you have to measure your strength. Okay, check up the what level of question they ask and what you have to solve. Polish your accuracy skills bit by bit and practice a lot of problems regularly. Okay, and go to look the solution for only after trying by yourself. Okay, so you'll get to know what mistakes you have done. Okay, and you can analyze those mistakes and correct them with the solutions, correct? Then maintain a diary and note down all the formulae. Okay, do not keep the formulae to whatever the sheet we are providing, you need to write and practice it a lot so you remember all the points in the exam well, right? And the most important tip is to be positive in any situation. Okay, so this is something you need to work hard for 1.5 year approx. Okay, till you are at JEE advanced level. Okay, so you need to be positive, you need to work hard with us. Okay, we'll be solving problems, we'll making your concept more better and better every day. Okay, and we'll find out your test accuracy and we'll analyze your result as well, right? So these are the all things regarding with the JEE mathematics that I would be saying to you. Okay, and other than this, let's connect in the class and we'll discuss more and let's do this great, correct? Next, I'll be telling something about the few more competitive exams. Okay, with that one of the most we can say one of the most demanding course, data science. Okay, to this, so you can select a BS degree in IIT Madras as in making your career in data science and programming, as well as in electronics. Last month they introduced the electronics as well. Okay, so that is a 4-year bachelor course. Okay, so you need to practice mathematics, computational thinking, statistics and English for I think 2 months. Then you need to crack the qualifier exam of the IIT Madras BS degree. Okay, then you can get a enroll in the degree program. Okay, and then you have to learn 4 year and you'll get an internship and placement as well. Okay, you can check out the itm.ds.degree something on the website as well about all the more details on that. Okay, so for this I'll already qualified this exam, so I'll help you to crack this exam as well as I'll provide you the tips how to prepare for this exam. Then there's one popular exams that is KCET. Okay, that is for Karnataka students. That is a state entrance exams to get into top colleges. Okay, so providing generic previous year papers with the live solution and weekly mock test will provide. Okay, that is an offline mode, 180 question, 60 per subject, that is for PCM. Then you can say the language is English or the Kannada. Okay, so this is only for the students who's belonging to Karnataka state, correct? There is no negative marking. Okay, so we have this course also. So by getting this, you'll get admission into dental, pharmacy and medicines, dental, as well as your engineering colleges. Okay, the top colleges which is included, I'll tell you about the RV College of Engineering, then BMSCE, Pest University. Okay, so these are the top universities you can get from the KCET exam. The next is that is COMEDK. Okay, the Consortium of Medical Engineering and Dental Colleges of Karnataka. Okay, so that is for the all over India students. Okay, so this college is this exam is having almost 150 plus colleges. There are 400 plus exam centers and across 150 cities. Okay, you can get admission into the engineering colleges, architecture colleges, medical colleges and the dental colleges. Okay, so this year for 2023, the application has already been started. You can fill the form till 24th of April. Okay, and entrance exams is on the 28th May. Okay, this is the details with respect to the exams. So mode of the exam is CBT, that is computer based test. Then duration is 3 hours. Medium of the exam is English. Sections it will include the 3 subjects: PCM, physics, chemistry, mathematics. Type of question will be MCQ. Total number of question is 180. Okay, 60 per subject. Then there will be no negative marking. You will be awarded 1 mark for each correct answer. Okay. So now you can contact me. Okay, so that is Tarun, and also you can mail me. It is tarun@jnanamarga.in. Okay, you can also contact the Parnika. Okay, for the South India's schools collaboration, and for the North Indians part, you can contact Stuti and the Tinku sir. The given numbers are there. Okay, Yeah. So thank you.
So with that, I'm going to end today. Thank you very much. Thank you all for joining, and hope you have a great evening. We look forward to again having you all connect with Tinku in Western UP, Stuti in the Delhi side, Khushbu in Gujarat, and Tarun and Parnika in Bangalore. With that, I'm going to stop. Thank you very much. Thank you all for joining. Namaskar.